Hello traders, welcome to today's Bitcoin and cryptocurrency video. I hope you had a great weekend and I hope you're ready for what will be another fun week of trading. So in today's video, we're just going to focus on a couple of the more medium to high time frame support and resistance that I'm looking at. And yeah, we're just going to have a brief overview of where I could see price going over the next few days. As always, please do hit that like and subscribe button, and do check out tauruscrypto.com if you would like to learn more about our community. So Bitcoin today opened at $42,378, and price is up on the day as well, so we're up about 1% on the day so far, and it does seem to be pretty strong. Like, we've come through a lot of the major resistance here already. I was mainly looking at that 40,500 to 42k region as being major resistance, and now ultimately we're looking up at the weekly level, daily level, up at these highs, and then at higher prices. Even now, I think higher prices are to be expected. So alongside this, we do have open interest increasing, so open interest increasing with the move. As of yet, it's still fairly calm. We're up about 3.3%. With our open interest, and we're up about 15% over the past few days, with open interest continuing to increase. Of course, prices going up means more people getting interested, and yeah, overall I would expect this to continue a little bit higher over the next few days as well. Funding rates remaining in that negative to neutral territory. Okay, more so neutral on our predicted funding, but overall right now negative, so no reason to think that we're getting massively overextended at this stage. I think we're at the very early stages of a rally. Of course we can correct, but we are looking at continuation on this rally. And Bitcoin fear and greed index all the way up to 45, whereas last week we were down at like the 10s and 20s, so it's kind of crazy that we're all the way back up here at 45, but again, you'd say that's fairly neutral. So yeah, Bitcoin, the price or the area of resistance that we're now at, okay, we have to be looking at this weekly level. This is very significant. Now, we haven't actually come in and hit that yet. We very close to getting it yesterday, but I am still expecting prices to move higher on here. Okay, so this is the weekly level from back at the beginning of January. We can see if we do pull up the weekly chart here, then we do have it right here, and this would be the basically the high, well, not the high of the weekly OB, but we do have that close here coming up. So that's one significant level on the chart. Above that, we do of course have this daily level. Okay, so this is as of yet untapped. So I've not come back in to test this daily level from back on the 13th of January yet. I mean, on a couple of exchanges, I think we did hit that area, but not so far on a lot of the perpetual exchanges. And of course, above there, we do have that major change of market structure, which could be giving us, again, another big move up in price, because we don't have a lot of resistance between this 44,000 and this 46k region here. So above that, there really is one massive area that I am looking at on here, and that would be, okay, let's see if we push through this, then I am looking at the yearly open as being very significant, and also this point of control within this area here. So we do have 46,200 to 47k being massive. Okay, so if we do have this move up, that really for me is like, you reclaim this area and I think we're set for much higher prices once again. So that for me, a very important area I am looking at, and I would expect, okay, if price does come into there, then that could be the point in which we get a major retrace, ready to take it back down and see if we can put in one of those higher lows before we see higher prices. The other thing that I've got on the chart here is a couple of moving averages. Now, this is the 50-day, this yellow one, and the 200-day, which is this red one. Now, I'm putting this on my chart not because I trade them very often, but I do think it's quite significant for where we are with this possible shift in market sentiment, in a market direction coming in. So we are right at that 50-day, and that has been holding price, I guess, over the past couple of days, over the weekend. And of course, it was the thing that everyone was looking at, this death cross and everything that was a couple of weeks ago as well. So I've got the 55 EMA, I think it is, on here, and also I'm looking at the 200. Now that does give us confluence with this region of resistance above us. So if we do get a push up to there. This for me is massive, and I will be looking for shorts within that region. At the moment, still just scalping both directions, so I'm relatively flat on the market, holding this long position from down at these lows, down at this weekly, and have taken profit on that. But so far, just I think for any major swing shorts, I would be looking for a move up to this area, or at this stage probably to take out the highs. But again, that can change very quickly. If we do see more of a rejection, if we start to lose like this daily level, or we start to lose the weekly open, then we could see a move down to lower prices. Now, obviously below us, we do have, I'll take off these moving averages now. Um, we do have like a big inefficiency down here. Okay, there's quite a big void within this area that will be single prints. There's going to be all of that kind of thing down here. So of course, if we are to get that push up, you would be looking for a move back down to this kind of 39 to 40,500 area as being a potential area where we would be likely to find some support. The other thing that we are, of course, doing is as price is moving up, we do keep leaving these naked points of control behind. Now, I think I did speak about this on the stream on Friday, and the nature of what we've had over the past couple of weeks is basically like forming value down at the lows throughout a day, and then we just get a push up towards the end of the day, and it keeps leaving these MPOCs behind, which maybe aren't that accurate in terms of where the actual value is, because I think they, with these moves that come up, you can almost say that you found value throughout the day, and then you get that move up towards the end of the day, which just seems to keep leaving these behind. Now, of course, if price does come back down, you would be looking at these as being major levels to take trades from. But yeah, at this stage, not looking for any kind of immediate move back down to fill all of this. It is quite a significant breakout that we've had on decent volume, and I am looking for further continuation before we need to look at the downside. Of course, the ones above us, again, within that 46 K area, that being the yearly open. Of course, that is going to be our next daily MPOC above us, so that's going to be quite significant. So that really, for me, is just my main overview going into this week. I'm still expecting a grind higher. I'm not seeing any major exhaustion or overextension here, or kind of too much hype coming back into the market. I do think we can continue to push a little bit higher, take out some of these highs, try and test some of the liquidity above, and then we can look for those bigger short positions to take us back down to test around this, again, this 40,500 region, which I do think is quite an important area of support. So that's really going to wrap it up for Bitcoin on here. I think with Ethereum, it's very similar. Okay, we did come into this big monthly and weekly resistance level. We have managed to flip this into support. Okay, so we did have that move up. We've managed to flip what was previously support, okay, and kind of bring it back into that. So potentially seeing higher prices here on Ethereum as well. And also on the BTC pair, I think, yeah, looking kind of constructive for again, just a little bit of a move up on here. Amongst the other alts, again, trading a few of them, I'm not going to really go into too much detail on here. XRP's had quite a nice move up. So we're seeing a lot of these that have been within this sideways accumulation. You're starting to get this typical accumulation, kind of Wyckoff accumulation structures forming, where you do have these rallies out of here, holding above your previous resistance, and then you get another push out. So this starts to give us a trend forming, and it's quite similar across the whole market. Okay, you see sideways accumulation, you see a breakout, and then you see continuation. I can bring up almost any chart. I mean, that's not quite as clear. XLM, okay, sideways accumulation, breakout, sideways again, and continuation higher on that. So yeah, a lot of the market just reacting in that way, and we're just looking for the next resistance levels before we can start to take short positions back to lower levels again. And this is going to give us a lot of really nice stuff to trade, of course. So if we are to see something like Cardano get a rejection here, of course, this area of liquidity becomes a really good target to basically trade things back into that midpoint again. But of course, I will update as the week goes on. So Yep, that's going to wrap it up for this. Again, we are at 10 minutes long and we do want to keep these videos short. So thank you very much for watching. Please do, again, like and subscribe to all of these videos. Check out toroscrypto.com if you have not done so already. You can join our free trading community, and you can also learn more about the Toros Crew membership as well if you do go and have a look on there. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.